Good evening. Mr. Arun, please start.
Yes, sir. Good evening to all. I welcome all the dignified participants to the 133rd web training series of CBSE Bharat Sahodaya. Now it's my pleasure to introduce today's moderator. It's none other than Miss Purnima Shukla. She is an enthusiastic and dedicated teacher with more than 6 years of experience. Presently teaching in Amity Private School, Sharjah since 2019. She had worked in International Public School, Ludhiana for 2 years. She loves to implement different strategies in the classroom for having a positive relationship between students and teachers. So, Purnima ma'am, I wholeheartedly invite you to moderate this grand session. Please ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Today, I just want to start my session with a good thought. That is, a teacher should inspire a child to reach academic success. A parent should inspire their child to use that success in a way that influences positive change in the world. Hello and welcome to all the participants on 133rd webinar series by Bharat Sahodaya. After this pandemic, we are back to our normal offline schooling with lots of new challenges, which needs more of the settlement to be done. For that, effective communication is essential, building school-family partnerships. It constitutes the foundation for all other forms of family involvement in education. Positive parent-school communications benefit parents, teacher, as well as the students. The manner in which school communicate and interact with parents affects the extent and quality of parents' involvement with their children's learning. Parents also benefit from being involved in their children's education by getting ideas from school on how to help and support their children. Perhaps most important, parents benefit by becoming more confident about the value of their school involvement. Substantial evidence exists showing that parent involvement benefits students, including raising their academic achievement. The students feel motivated when parents become involved in that. Also, it improves child's behavior. We can see more regular attendance and a more positive attitude towards homework and the school. Being a teacher, I personally feels that parental involvement can free teachers to focus more on the task of teaching children. Also, by having more contact with parents, teacher can learn more about students' needs and home environment, which information they can apply towards better meeting those needs. Parents who are involved tend to have a more positive view of teachers, which results in improved teacher morale. Good two-way communication between families and the school is necessary for your students' success. Not surprisingly, the more parents and schools share relevant information with each other, better positive and supportive relationships will be developed. So to know more about the people management strategies needed in schools, today we are having Ms. Priya Murali, ma'am, as a resource person with us. So before we started today's session, let me welcome all the participants once again with a gentle reminder to jot down the important points in their notepads, and you may post your queries in the chat box. We are having question and answer session at the end where all the queries will be addressed. At this particular juncture, on behalf of all of us present in the webinar, I would like to thank Dr. Abdul Salam sir for empowering us with such enlightening sessions. Let's all welcome Dr. Abdul Salam sir, the General Secretary of CBSE Bharat Sahodaya Complex and the Principal of prestigious the Oxford School, Trivandrum. He is also a CBSE resource person and CBSE Deputy Trainer Coordinator of Trivandrum region. Also, sir is the founder of BTAC, that is Bharat Transformer Academic Group, to bring the education fraternity across the globe together to empower the nation. Sir, it is indeed a pleasure to have your gracious presence, and I would request you to take over and deliver the address.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Ms. Purnima. Respected resource person, Ms. Priya Murali, Ms. Shaini Matthew, Vice President of Bharat Sahodaya, and city coordinator CBSE Trivandrum. All my colleagues and all the enthusiastic educators who have joined this 133rd web training series of Bharat Sahodaya. You might remember maybe 2 years back, we began with online tools management strategies. That is for online learning, teaching, learning methods and assistance. Now we are back with classroom management strategies. We conducted 2 sessions, and this is the 3rd one in the series. And I take this opportunity to thank and convey my immense gratitude to Priya Murali ma'am, who is always very passionate about giving empowering the teaching community. And when I suggested this topic, immediately she said, yes, sir, we'll do. And she is always ready. Whenever we approach madam, though she is very much packed with her duties in her school, today also she was working. She said, yes, we will do it. So on all your behalf, I take this opportunity to convey our gratitude to Priya Murali ma'am. If you want to see someone who is very passionate, very dedicated in the field of education, please look at Priya Murali ma'am. I have always followed her, and thank you so much, Priya Murali ma'am. I'm not exaggerating, but it is true. And also similarly, Shiny ma'am, who has joined with us with lots of service as principal in the principal capacity as well, and she is currently the city coordinator of Trivandrum region and has become the vice president in order to give us more strength and encouragement and motivation. Thank you so much, Shiny ma'am. And of course, Purnima ma'am, you have all readily agreed to moderate this session. This topic, I believe it is very important because of this present, living conditions when relationships become very complicated, especially relationship between students, parents, and teachers. And, the way we have to deal with is very much different from what we have been dealing with. And mainly because I understand that the perception or the understanding of relationship has changed because of the lifestyle duly, mainly because of the lifestyle, I believe, and lot of patience is required to deal with people nowadays. And it all accounts for our diplomacy, how diplomatic we are in dealing with people, so that we can have a very smooth transaction with people. That is very much important. And I always tell my teachers to use a technique that is called a sandwich method, wherein you have on the outer sides all the positive things, and inside you can have the negative things when you deal with people, so that they will not feel you are confronting them in a very bitter manner. So nowadays life becomes very, what do you call, strugglesome, and a lot of perseverance is required to become very successful in dealing with people in the daily transaction. So thank you so much, each and every educator, for joining today for this session. And let us hear more about this people management, positive people management strategies from Priya Murali ma'am. Thank you so much. Once again, I heartily welcome everyone. Thank you. Over to Purnima ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, the next dignitary to honor us with their presence is Dr. Shiny Matthew, CBSE Master Trainer and City Coordinator, Trivandrum. She is the principal of Bright Central School, Trivandrum. She is passionate to reach out to students. Moreover, she is very enthusiastic to nurture teachers. Ma'am, we are honored to have your gracious presence amidst us. I request Shiny ma'am to felicitating the gathering with her kind words. Shiny ma'am.
Madam, you are on mute. Still, you are on mute. You are co-host only. You can unmute.
Can you
Yes.
hear me now? Yeah. God is my refuge and ever-present help at all times. Good evening, dear educators. Respected Dr. Abdul Salam sir, the master trainer CBSE, our secretary Bharat Sahodaya, and the founder BTAG, one and all our Salam sir, our resource person Priya ma'am, moderator Poonima ma'am, and all the participants, enthusiastic participants, and well-wishers. First of all, let me take this time to congratulate Bharat Sahodaya, CBSE Bharat Sahodaya, for this platform, web training series that is 133rd one. This is not an easy task when we say, we all know that how much effort that's been done behind the screen to bring out this online platform like this, especially to get the right resource persons and the moderators and everyone all together knitted in, synchronized in such a beautiful way. Abdul Salam sir, God be with you and make you mightily to use your efforts for reach out to many, many educators. And what you're doing, you will be well rewarded for this. And
Thank you.
And hats off to you, sir, and the CBSE Bharat Sahodaya for all the support and guidance that we get for this opportunity. All right, today's web series of creating positive relationship is supportive environment and a sense of belonging. It's very, very important, and the keys of this positive people management strategies, we're going to hear it from our resource person, well-known resource person. We are all waiting for that. All the very best for this best opportunity that we educators are going to get from you. Yes, ma'am, we are waiting for it. And the moderator, we have such a wonderful, sweet person who is doing such a beautiful way. And every word that she speaks out, it is like drops of honey that is coming out, truly. Yes, ma'am, it is so beautiful to hear you speaking. And see, when we delegate our task and developing clear goals, this all the keys will be taught beautifully by our resource person, ma'am. So in short, I just don't want to take much time. All the very best, and God bless you all once again. And I thank for this opportunity for making me also a part of it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, we shall proceed to the highlight of today's webinar. Today, us, we are having very talented Miss Priya Murli ma'am with over 25 years of teaching experience in schools in Madurai, Mumbai, and Muscat. She worked with Indian School Muscat from 2001 till the 2020. She is a peer assessor for school quality assessment and accreditation by CBSE, lead auditor registered with International Registrar of Certified Auditors. She is also a resource person for the CBSE CUE. She has been awarded with many prestigious awards. Best Teacher 2018 by CBSE, Best Teacher Award 2013 for the primary section category by the Board of Directors of the Indian Schools in Oman, an ardent specialist in relationship management. She has created a niche in raising the bar of performance of the teachers and the students. She truly believes that participation of students in various activities like sports, excursions, scouts, and guides, international student exchange, stagecraft, and the personality development programs, etc., are those that would help to develop an individual into a complete human being and of values to the society. She believes that the best is yet to be done. Ma'am, on the behalf of everyone present over here, I welcome you and request you to take over for the proceedings for the evening. Priya, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, you are on
Yeah,
mute.
Yes.
yeah, fine.
Good evening, everybody. A very warm welcome to all the teacher educators who have registered for this CBSE Sahodaya workshop. At this juncture, I take this opportunity to thank the entire team, okay, from the CBSE Sahodaya for giving me an opportunity to present the same. So can I share my screen?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
And Priya ma'am has recently written a book on experiential learning, which is available on Amazon. Madam, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
You
okay.
can keep
Yes,
it in the
yeah.
presentation.
Yes. See, the first thing, whatever I say, are we sharing this PPT with our people, sir? Sir? Salam, sir?
Yeah, you want to share the PPT with us?
I don't mind because that is not the issue. I want them because in CBSE and all, they don't allow to share. So if we can share, it's nothing like that. So because people can listen more, I don't want them to write.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, fine. So the most important thing, today I'm going to focus managing 3 sets of people, okay? First and foremost, I'm going to focus on handling students, okay, the most important group. Next, your parents, and third, your colleagues. So general strategies I would give you. Now, first and foremost, to have a positive strategy is to be happy by yourself. Okay, you have to be first happy. You may have thousands of problems at home, but when you are in the classroom or when you are, doing any type of job, to have excellence in whatever little you do, you should first have joy from within. That passion, that that love for the job should be visible. Okay, so first, let me introduce this whole concept by being happy. So these are very, very important. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. I love this. Okay, and importantly, 1 minute. Yeah, happy people plan actions. They don't plan results. They're not bothered about the results. They're only bothered about the path that leads them to the result. Then very little is needed to make a happy life. Why? Everything is within yourself, okay, and in your way of thinking. And I put all this together to start off, for you to understand that success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you will always be successful. Okay? Sometimes, very rightly said, your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be a source of joy. So, this is a brief introduction to this strategy. Okay, now that I'm going to give you. Now, let me go to this, right? Now, as I believe that happiness is something very, very important, okay, to deal with people. However, your work, I would like you to listen to the song, please. Is it heard?
No, ma'am, it is not audible.
No, ma'am.
Okay. How do I? 1 minute. Can I share it with her again? If you.
Yes, you can reshare it, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 minute. I don't know why. Today morning also I tried it. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll play it a little later. Okay. So, sir, can I send this thing? It was there in the morning. I don't know. So, it's not heard, sir?
Madam, I think the audio sharing, can you enable the audio sharing?
How do I do that, sir?
Let me check.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song. That's where I thought. I tried it in the morning as well.
No
Or shall I-
problem, ma'am. Go ahead. We will
Okay,
play
okay,
later.
fine. I will put it at the end, right?
Yes, yes.
So, yes. So, happiness is something, you see, very beautifully says, you lend it, you know, you just, so first strategy I'm going to give you is, if you are happy, the opposite person will be happy, right? And importantly, irrespective of the age group, the first strategy you should have is a very, what you call, warm and happy welcome. Irrespective of the person I meet, first thing I'll ask, good morning, how are you? You know, whether she's takes care of my premises by sweeping the garden, or she's my teacher, or whether she's my head of the department, or whether it's a child from an LKG class. I don't, differentiate among any group of persons, So this is one of the most magnetic attractions, the very warm and a happy welcome, is one very, very important thing. Now, the next very important thing is to use humor while teaching. What is this? When we say humor, how do I develop humor? While you are teaching the class, the subject, try to give lighter moments in the class. Try to talk, separately to students. Try to talk in groups, not with authority, not with that position of power, but try to make things very light, be one among them. This is something which we need to focus upon. Okay, this is one very, very important thing that we need to focus upon while building relationships. First I'm telling you about those aspects. Okay, then next, a positive and a very, very, very happy influence. Okay, anything that I do, should have a good intent. Now, I should not have the intent. Now, suppose that, oh, I am doing this, he or she should not do that. That should not be the intent of any good person. It should not be the intent of any good person. Please remember, your influence on anybody should be only positive. Your intent should be to empower others. See, a leader's role is to empower. How can I help you? How can I support you? How can I take care of you? If there is any problem, please get back to me. And we don't use the word problems at all. Please, if there is any challenge, can you get back to me? I'm here for you. You know what I tell my staff members? 24/7, you can call me. There is no such, please don't hesitate. So when we give that sort of a cushion to people, people feel that, yes, there is someone for me who would always take care of me, who would support me and be a positive influence. Don't backbite about people. Talk about strengths of people. Talk about their good things. Now, a couple of days back, I'm quite sorry to mention this, I wore a sari, and there was one black dot, in that sari. There's a beautiful sari, but there was some, one thing. Now I was thinking in my mind, oh God, there shouldn't be someone who spots that sari, because everything else was, spots that dot in that sari, because everything else was crisp white. But believe me, there was one person who pointed out about this black dot in a beautiful white sari. Okay, so what does it indicate? What does it indicate? You have to see the much brighter side of things. You should see the much brighter. So this person only saw that black dot. That person did not see my beautiful sari. But if I were her, what I would say, oh, what a wonderful sari you're wearing. I may have noticed that black dot, but I don't bring out such negative, things out in the open. So this is a very, very important strategy. Now, there is a glass of water, okay? You can view it two ways. You can always say that the glass is half empty and the glass is also half full. So my, way of looking at it, everything would be half full, not half empty. So try to remove the negatives from your conversation. This is one of the very positive ways to deal with people, right? Then, next.
Priya ma'am,
Yes.
1 minute. Can you put it on the slideshow mode?
Yeah, I can, definitely. 1 minute, sir. Yeah, I can. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. So, right? 1 minute. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yes,
Fantastic.
better. Better? Yeah.
Better,
So,
better.
better.
And
So,
also, participants are interacting in the chat box. You can see that also.
yeah, fine. I will, definitely.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I will. Okay. So, right, I am watching that. Okay. So, building positive relationships with your students' parents is a key thing to solve all your problems. This is where we fail as an educator. This is the key aspect to, your vocation. So if you build a positive relationship with your students' parents, there is nothing like it. Now, how will you build this positive relationship? First and foremost, okay, you can build when he or she drops the child in class in your school. You can ask how the things are going, or how has the subject been? Has the child understood what? Is the child finding the class easy? Is the child finding difficult? Does the child need any support for any small thing in the class? Believe me, today I had one parent, one 9th standard parent. Believe me, this is a 9th standard. Ma'am, my child is not, my grandchild, not the child. My grandchild is not having lunch. Can you do something about it? Which class? 9th standard. We forget this lunch business at 1st standard level, 2nd standard level. A grandchild, a grandmother told me yesterday, and I said, yes, ma'am, I will do something about it. I will ensure that the lunch box is supervised. And the grandparent is very happy. This makes the grandparent come back to me for any small issue or any small challenge faced by the child in the class or even at home. When they develop lasting relationships, they even share personal things about their home. And believe me, I was working in a school in Madurai, okay, this Mahatma Montessori Matriculation School. This was at my start of my career. I worked here between 89 to 94, and just like, a good wife, a faithful wife who followed her husband wherever he went. I was, forced to leave my job because of his career. Now, I'm not worried about that aspect. I'm trying to tell you something more. I went to Muscat. I went to Bombay. I worked in Bombay and then went to Muscat. Believe me, the kids that I taught in 89 to 94 are still in touch with me. That is the greatness of the relationship that we have developed over the years. And some of them have put their own children in my school, so if you take care of your students, I'm trying to tell you that only. If you take care of your students well, I'm sure, I'm telling you, you have made relationships for a lifetime. You've made relationships with their families for a lifetime, and, you build, next generation of learners, So one of the alumni came to my school, maybe some 15 days back. Ma'am, I still cannot forget the way you taught biology in our classes. You never made us touch the textbook at home, So I still remember that aspect of yours. So, and above that, he said that, ma'am, when we were stuck in work, how you used to force us for learning, and you wanted everybody to achieve that 90 plus. I worked very hard with my students. So my request to you here is you build positive relationships, help your students to succeed. That should be your biggest strategy. That should be your, biggest victory, I always say. And the teacher's joy lies in seeing that her student is much better than her, much better than her. This is how I view my students. Oh, extraordinary. I feel so happy when my students do exceptionally well. So that joy you should reverberate, when you interact with the parent. You can tell the parent that, oh, any small competition, he or she takes part. Result comes first, inform the parent. So it is how you deal with the parent, and don't show a grumpy face. Don't be unhappy. Yes, sir. What is that I can do for you? Yes, sir. Yes. How is that I can help you? How is that I can help your child? I'll share a couple of more strategies. See, in Muscat, when I just shared one incident from Madurai. Another the thing is, there was a parent who was a CEO of some company, and his wife could not collect the books on a particular date. I was only an assistant vice principal. I said, ma'am, I will definitely help you. I purchased the books and I gave it to the parents. So find ways to help the parents. Okay, that is one thing. Next, your students are there. Try to, between after school hours, try to help them for small academic achievements, because every small step that they take, is going to, lead you somewhere. Every small. And I'll tell you another beauty of teachers being selfless. When teachers are selfless, I'm telling you over and over again, you don't have to worry about the education of your own children. That is when you do your work with sincerity, when you do your work with kindness, when you do your work with empathy, God rewards your families 100 times more. So don't ever have the intention of saying that, oh, why should I? The school just pays me 10,000, or the school just pays me 30,000, 30K. What is it needed? No, please. The students, as well as the parents, as well as the management member, as well as the community, should know you as a teacher who brings a difference in the life of the students, right? So, fine. Now, let me just have a look at the chat box. Yes, fine. Now, next, yes. Fine. Invest time to know your students. How many of us do that? What is there? Like, I'm a maths teacher. I just come, I teach those 5 sums and go away. No, no, no. Your role in the classroom is even bigger than the parents, I would say, because you are spending more time with the child than the parent himself. You are a role model. You are a mentor. You are, you're everything for the child. Now, so you should know what are the strengths of the child. What are the weaknesses of your children? Now, you should not use the word weakness, please. I am trying to tell this to explain it to you. So only build on the student's strength. So if I know that Shyam is good in reading and not good at skating, I will not use negative or say, you cannot do skating. I don't think you're capable of skating. I think you need to take more rehearsals for skating. No, such words will not be uttered by your mouth. You will only say positive things that you can do, what that the child can do. Then, what else can you, how will you improve that skating part? You try to, provide support by coordinating with the skating teacher. Try to tell the parent, differently. And yes, you can do it. You are capable. You are an outstanding student. I think if you just practice a little more, you're going to win the medal the next time. That's how you energize the student, right? Then know about his family background. What type of family does he belong to? Does he get the essential support at home? Does his father support him in academics? Does his mother support him in academics? Are his emotional needs taken care? Are his, how is his peer interaction in the class? Does he take part voluntarily in all the school activities? Everything. You should have a reflection notebook at the end of the day. So this is, so find out. You will come, data is conclusive. Please, all the data which you note down, we don't do any reflection. Sir mentioned about this book on experiential learning. Every exercise, it may look like a very simple book, but it has got in-depth reflection for every experiment. So I want you to also reflect on your students' capabilities, your students' abilities, your students' background, so that it becomes very easy for handling such students in the class. I never say, I'll give you another example. One of my teachers, complained that, oh, ma'am, this class is a very big problem, very, very big problem. And they're not submitting their homework at all. Not at all submitting their homework, ma'am. I don't know. This is a new teacher. So I said, okay, come, I will show you how to handle them. So I went to the class, and it was nothing. Poor thing, a poor lady had given just one question, okay? Two sets of homework were not complete by the students. So I just went to the class and I asked them what the problem was. But when the teacher put out the question in the class, I found out what the problem was. Now, what was the problem? The problem was that the question was not interesting enough for the student. This was one thing that I found out. The second important thing that if you want students to do, you must give a simpler version to the students. So I found that this was an error, but I can't let down my teacher in front of my students. So what I did, I told, ma'am, very nice, this question is good, but can we modify this question a little more? So with my help, she modified, and I just gave her a clue and she understood it. She was smart enough to understand it. Believe me, first homework, 95% of the people submitted on the deadline that they gave. I asked them, come on, you are the one who is not submitting the homework. So can you give me a deadline as to when you would submit? And subsequently, they submitted it on the deadline. So, and I know that they are they're all kinesthetic learners, that group of students. So you have to identify what type of learners they are in the classroom. Are they auditory learners? Are they visual learners? Are they kinesthetic learners? You give these kinesthetic learners all this written work and all, they don't like. So you do that survey. You do a survey of those types of activities. Do they like hands-on activities? Do they like watching movies? If you ask me, I will say I'm a mix of all three. So find out which all children are auditory, visual, kinesthetic. So find time for that. And when will you find time for that? Maybe only at the end of the day. Maybe spend 15 minutes. Write down what all activities they did, who all participated, who all did not participate, that sort of a thing, right? Now, the next slide. 1 minute. Yes, this is something that we should do generously. Generously means generously. Okay. Can you suggest what are the ways in which you praise the students? Come on, tell me. Come on, type in the chat box. Come on, smartus. All my teachers, smartus. Come on, type. Yes. Clapping the hands. Okay, wonderful. Encourage. What words will you use for encouragement? Excellent. Wow. Superb. Only excellent? Very good. Okay. Okay. Give stars. Now, as far as possible, don't. 1 minute. Teachers. 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't give material gifts in the classroom. Okay. As far as possible, give oral praise. Okay. This is one thing which I have learned. So let me go back to your this thing. Okay. Okay. Encourage. Wonderful. Clap. Wonderful. Very good is again, not too good. I would say good is a very average or an understatement. Very good is again an understatement. Okay. Smileys. Wow. Yes. Excellent. You can give smileys. Then give stars. Lovely. By giving no goodies, I told you. Then 5 stars. Yes. Wonderful answer. Great. That would be splendid. Okay. Then 1 minute. Happy. Yes. Job. Great job, my friend. You're a capable young guy. Okay. Then very good. Excellent. With a beautiful social reward. What is social reward, Harsada? Can you type? Okay. Then patching, I just said. Then with a beautiful smile. Okay. Then giving reward. Okay. Give prizes. Okay. Then 1 minute. By drawing emojis. Wow. Stars on books of grade 12 students. Very important. We don't even give stars in the notebook. We don't write words of appreciation in a grade 12 notebook. Wonderful. Paul Rose. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. 1 minute. Can I just show thumbs up? Okay. Gives this good boy. Good. Don't use good. Okay. Now, stars, keep it up, verbal praising. If the answer is wrong, don't insult, but try to correct them in a positive way. Okay, very good. Giving silent clap, hug, heart, tap on shoulder. Take them to other classes for appreciation. Praise them in the assembly. Sunita, excellent is a wonderful word. Great. Then, in staff room, yes, you're giving appreciation before others. Then Payal, you're unique. It's a lovely word. Okay, kiss them. Okay, very good. That's very nice. Then distribute sweets. Okay, give pen and pen. I told you, as far as possible, don't give material things. Outstanding. Right. Now, I think I will share one more list with you. 1 minute. Yes. Now, this is one list. Anyway, sir is sharing this PPT with you. Okay. Whenever I would write a remark in my notebook, I never repeat one remark. Okay. And good, according to me, is the lowest form of remark that you can give. So please avoid giving good to your students and very good. Even some time back, I caught my teachers, one of my teachers, I said, "Yo, madam, don't give good. Don't give very good. I will give you this vocabulary. Keep this vocabulary, rotate it every time." Now, what is the advantage of this? The advantage of this is students, right from grade 1, grade 2, they learn these new words: breathtaking, bravo, great, magnificent, marvelous, stunning, awesome, you're a genius. Okay, so these are some of the very positive strategies that you can lead people with. Okay, now that's fine. Okay, then so anyway, you're getting this PPT. Don't be bothered about copying all these remarks. But I just want you to know that you have hundreds of such remarks. So don't repeat these remarks also in class. Okay? Stay cool. You're a dynamite. You're brilliant. You're breathtaking. You're extraordinary. And students crave for such words in the classroom. Oh man. And there's so much of joy and happiness. And believe me, students do magic in the class. Okay? These are few ways. Okay? So wait. Most important, give choices to your students. In what way can you give choices to your students? Can anybody tell me in what way I can give choices to my students? Come on, can you type? What way can I give choices to my students? Come on, hands on the chat box. You're all smart, dynamite. Come on, type. Give some possible answers. Yes, so that the student doesn't deadlines which they set for themselves. You can complete your work tomorrow. Fine, choose assignments. Ask them whether they want a practical class or a theory class. Brilliant, super brilliant, excellent. Yes. Tell me, what else? Giving them authority to choose the work to be done. Yes, sometimes you should. You're not the boss. Please, you're not the boss. Skill-based task, excellent. They will tell their choice. Super. Ask them to design an activity for themselves. Wow. Sureka, lovely. So, giving alternatives for assignments, choose the way of doing, allow them to submit their work as a poem, role play, as per, what is this? 17 KE to take a test today. What is this 17 KE, sir? I'm not able to understand. Daily, they can write, I will be the topper. Now, they need not be a topper. They should be happy to become a topper soon. Okay, make them to do some responsibility. Use different ways of writing the same answer. Lovely. Yes, so you're giving choices to your students, right? Let me see. Now, all our teachers, let me tell you, are, how to tell you, they think only the academics is the focus. Only academics is the focus. So whatever I with my principal in Muscat, I remember that I, brought out a change in such a way that physical education is mandatory for every child every day in the classroom. I mean, as a period in the curriculum. Now, research, please remember, I'm repeatedly telling where teachers make a mistake. There is proven research that when you allow the child to play, the results are tremendous, believe me. Outdoor play, outdoor activities, the results are really tremendous rather than sitting in the classroom. And P, especially physical education, if students are given more exposure to physical education, somebody who's starting a school, please, among you all, whoever wants to start a school, please ensure that there is at least 2 periods of PE every day. If you're a good principal, you would do that, right? Or have after school sports, please make it compulsory. Send them for swimming, send them for tennis, send them, and allow them, give them chance. Never mind, allow them free play. Leave them free sometimes in a day. That will allow them to perform better. Now, because of that, your strategies to handle them will be much easier. You will have no discipline problems in the classroom. Yes, and very nice, Payal. Art integration is very, very effective, right? Now, important, very, very important. Students must feel safe and valued. Oh, when I'm with ma'am, I'm safe. When I am with my school, I am safe. Anything I can go and discuss with my teacher. She doesn't show faces at me. She does not have any impartiality in her thoughts. She does not have any, she does not snub me. She takes care of me. That is the sort of feeling you should develop with the students. That is the sort of feeling that you should develop with your students. They should feel valued. Oh, ma'am is so, first thing when the child receives the prize, she should call up the teacher and say, ma'am, I won the prize. That should be the joy of a child responding to a teacher or the parents because of your relationship, parent. Okay, I'll tell you one important, it may look weird, but the place where I work, okay, just for your information, I have 3 students from the same school where I worked previously here. So when they saw me, they first thought, ma'am, they told their father that Priya Murli ma'am has come to our school to work. Okay. Father said, oh, no way. Why will she leave Muscat and come to this place? Why would she leave Muscat and come to this place? There is no, I don't think it's possible. Okay, anyway, you meet her and you speak to her and you will get back to me. You know what this child did? After the assembly, all the 3 siblings came running behind me and told me, ma'am, you remember me? I taught you, I was your student. You taught me in the middle school. You taught me in the primary school, and one of them, I taught them even in the afternoon shift. So all 3 children I have taught. Now they go back to the father. The father calls me from Muscat. Okay, ma'am, please take care of my children. My children are in your safe hands. Okay, so this is the sort of connect you should develop with your parents. This is just recently. So I felt very happy that, children should, remember you all your life only because of these small teeny weeny things. Today I met that same boy. That's why I'm able to quote it. I told him, Derek, if you want any help, you please come to me. In fact, sir called me that time in the morning. Ma'am, please send your profile. I was just going into the assembly hall, to check some arrangements, and this child just passed me. So I said, Derek, please, he wished me, and I just looked at him, and I introduced him also to my other colleague, so he was very happy about that. See, I'm giving you some strategies in between. So I introduced him to my colleague. I said, see, he's my ex-student from my, from my beautiful school, and he's such a well-behaved student. Okay, and you should have seen the glow on his face. You should have seen that joy on his face. And he just moved 5 steps. I said, Derek, anything, I'm available in the campus. Please come and see me. This is all that I've said. So he said, yes, ma'am, I will. That's all. All that you have to do is speak good words. This is the essence for true success, right? Now, let me go. Okay. How would you develop curiosity in learning? Come on. Can you type in the chat box? How can you develop curiosity in learning? Yes. Type in the chat box, young ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Come on. Type. Known to unknown. Lovely. Devi. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Tuck, 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 tuck. Storytelling. Rani. Wonderful. Yes. Informative sessions. Okay. Then create situations, showing video, mind mapping, voice modulation. Excellent. Doing experiments in a science class, open-ended questions, close your eyes, drama. Lovely. Too good. Through interesting activities, showing doodle diagrams, group discussion. Okay. So how to make it practical, case studies. Lovely. Mintu. Then personal connect, then video and songs, debating, quiz, animated videos, giving them topics to express their views, role play. Lovely. Superb. Superb. So develop a curiosity in learning, giving examples from daily life. Kids ask questions related to the topics. Lovely. Superb. Okay. So that sort of curiosity. Today's lesson should not be the same like tomorrow's lesson. Day after's lesson, to plan that week such that students enjoy the session in class. Develop a curiosity. Why is the sky blue? Why is that, fish? Why is that fishes swim in water? Why is that a boat floats on water? No, that sort of questions you must. Quiz time, very good, Deepa. Scaffolding, riddles. Wow, jumbled words. And extraordinary. Lovely, 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 lovely. Find connections. Lovely, Babita. That's wonderful. That's extraordinary. Excellent. So curiosity is to develop curiosity and positive affirmations. More chances to think. Right. Now. Oh God. 1 minute. Yes. Excitement and challenges in the curriculum. Your curriculum should be challenging. Then play, yes, I come, I teach, and then go. Make it challenging for the curriculum. Give homework that enables them to think. Give them out-of-turn project activities. Don't stick to your routine textbook. Okay? That should be your, and there should be, morning, they should only think of the school. Have a bath, have their, get their routine chores done, and then they come to school, right? So they should be challenged. Give exciting projects, give exciting activities, and not to be done by the parents, to be done by the students, please. And they should, do small teeny-weeny experiments in science class, which will provoke their interest. That will provoke their, enthusiasm for learning, right? Now, sorry, I have done a mistake. Okay, anyway, so celebrating achievement and success. Smallest achievement of the student should be blown out of proportion. Smallest. and celebrate success of the students. Celebrate success. Okay. And next, where we fail. Okay, I'll tell you where we fail. There are so many teacher colleagues of ours. And the smallest thing I'll tell you, if your colleague finishes a doctorate, oh, wow, what a commendable job that you have done. With such hectic schedule, you have completed a doctorate. You should speak. You can help your colleague to do some small, oh, can I do your correction today? Can I help you in any way? Try to give a helping hand. Okay, then you cannot teach self-confidence, but you can model self-confidence and build self-esteem among children. Okay, so this building this self-esteem happens right from KG class. When they do the smallest job, even though sometimes it may not be, perfect, absolutely perfect as you want it to be, you will find that, their they were worried about their self-image and self-worth, these students, So that is one aspect. Coping skills. What do you mean by coping skills? How do you help your students cope? Come on, can you type in the chat box again? How do you help the children to cope? Yes. How can you help your students to cope, my dear? Please. Please, please, please. Talk with them. Wow, accept failures. But you're not going to use the failure here, word failure hereafter. No negative word in your classroom. Okay? Wonderful. Vishali, talk with them. Very good. Be friendly, be encouraging, telling moral stories, building self-esteem. Wow, lovely word, right? Help them to express. Wonderful. Find, suggest, be with them. Lovely, Mintu. Lovely, lovely, lovely. To find where they are helpless. Accept them unconditionally. Positive way. Build confidence. Cross-curriculum links. Demonstrate. Practice forgiveness. I'm coming to that later. I'm just coming to that later. Lovely, Payal. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely. Encourage them. Motivate them. All answers. You don't need to attend any workshop at all. Everything is known by you all. Huh? Encourage them. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Love you all. Okay? Now, that's what I said. Lovely. Wait. Absence of fear of failure. Next. I know that the child may not do well, but don't say you will fail. That you don't say this to your colleague, don't say this to a parent, don't tell this to a student. Tabooed from today. Okay, so yes, you will do it, you can do it, you will do it, you shall do it. It will be only a positive, and even if they are not able to do it, no problem. No problem. Child will grow normally and naturally. Tell them to work on that strength. Sureka, wonderful, excellent, positive thought. You have done it better. Yes, you can do it better. Excellent, excellent. Now, live in the moment. How will you live in the moment? How would you live in the moment? Right? By seeing the good, you will live in the moment by seeing the small successes of the student. Oh, today my child who was never able to do subtraction was able to do single digit subtraction. So as a teacher, I'm very happy. Today, my student could not eat properly. Yes, seeing good in children, Sunita, very right. Very, very right. Lovely, lovely. And yes, fail means first attempt in learning. But we are not going to think about failure. So such words also should not appear in the chat box. Hereafter, no. Okay. So live in the moment. Okay. Live for the moment. See all good things. See, don't see that black spot. See only the white. See only the goodness in children, goodness in your parents. Yes, model resilience. How will you model resilience? You will model resilience only with, that tough attitude of a teacher, that mental strength of a teacher. You have 40 children. I know some of us manage 40 to 45 children in the class. So when we model resilience, we need to have that mental toughness. Today I'll tell you how my day was. I began maybe at 4 today. I went to work. I came back at maybe 3:20. I promised her that I will send him my profile by 3:30. Okay, I came home. I quickly gulped my lunch within just 5 to 7 minutes. I sat for currently I'm doing a course from IIM Calcutta. So 3:30 to 6:30, I did that, part of that course. And then I sat for this workshop. Okay, so you should have that mental toughness within you. Yes, whatever may be my challenges within the classroom, I will face all the challenges with immense strength within my mind. Within my mind, whatever may be, nobody can touch me. Nobody can bully me. Nobody can do anything to me. Right? So yes, we should not show our weakness in front of the children. Very right, Deepa. Lovely. And patience to accept change. Patience to accept challenge. Asiya Khan. Lovely. Yes. Manage your energy. Don't, have low energy in your this thing. When you go to the class, you should have that, the passion ignites the energy. Let me tell you. Passion ignites that energy. Passion is the fuel for your energy. So when you love your job, your energy levels will automatically be very high. So if you do your job for the sake of doing it, I don't think you will reach to that energy level. So do your job just because you love your job. You love your students. You love your parents, right? Then be kind to yourself. Yes, do small things for yourself. Yes, give yourself a treat by going out for a Sunday morning walk. Give yourself some time. Yes, give yourself some time by listening to music. Give yourself some time to watch some of the greatest moments that are made live on the television. I was very upset that I could not watch the funeral today, yesterday. I'm sorry. So I want to watch that. So probably I'll find a way to watch that, of our Queen Elizabeth. So find some small time for yourself. Find some, and when the chess Olympiad was, held in Tamil Nadu, what a beautiful display of colors. So I spend my time, whenever I'm free, a little free, I listen to these small motivational videos. So have those small, give yourself the small luxuries, that space for yourself, that generates, more and more positivity within your mind. Now, be kind to others. Your language will only be of kindness. Your language will only express empathy. You're not going to use your tongue in a very nasty way. You're not going to use your tongue in a very, unprofessional way. You're not going to use your tongue in, very rude way. That's going to invite you enemies. Please. That's going to invite you enemies. Please. Right? Right? So be kind to others. Kindness is your should be kindness plus kindness is equal to kindness square. That should be your mantra for success. Kindness plus kindness plus kindness. Anything you put, that's all. Everybody will be in your pocket, I'm telling you. But when you are expressing the kindness, it should be of good intention. Not with telling one thing here, one thing here, one thing here. No, that doesn't work because people can understand your intentions very well. Right? Next. Encourage students to, my God, to do nothing at times. Leave them free. Leave them free, absolutely free. So you will find that, students will even accept you more. Just leave them free. Let them do small chat among them friends. These are some very nice strategies which nobody really uses, or rather successful teachers use. Okay, then I'll give you some more. Yes, are you? Sorry. I've gone here. Sorry, I'm absolutely sorry. Okay. Provide, I'm sorry, sir. I think I have to again. I'm very sorry. I go back from my current slide. Sorry. Yes. So if Salam sir says it has to be done, it will be done. Everything will be done. Yes. So you provide support at all times. If you provide support at all the time, now, people will love you. And you have to provide genuine support, right? So when you provide that sort of a genuine support, I think you are the winner at all times. Now, this is one thing where I want you to pay attention to. Okay? Everybody, your hands on 1 minute. Yes. Okay. See here, there is something called as well done response. Okay. And there are three very, this was created by Ken Blanchard, and there is this, let me tell you, there is, this book exists in the market, The Power of Positive Relationships. I suggest you to read it. There are videos available for it as well. I will share some links with you at the end of this session. Okay. Now, so what does this well done strategy say? See, you can see the activator, the behavior, the consequences. Okay. So activator, whatever gets the performance going, then behavior, the performance that occurs. Now, I want you to pay attention to the consequences part of it. What is our response to the performance? Okay. And what is the response? See, wait, my God, 1 minute, sir. Sorry, sir. Yeah. What is that? 1 minute. I skipped again. What is that response? Yeah, sorry. What is that response? What are the 4 types of consequences for a performance? No response, dull, dead duck, the teacher is. Negative response, 2. 3, giving a redirection even though the student is wrong. And 4, a positive response. So always work not for that no response. Don't work for that negative response, but try to redirect the answer for the student. Try to give a positive response to the student. You have this, videos are available. My request to you is to, even at the end of the session, you can just go to the YouTube and find this. Okay. Now, so all of us want to continue a behavior that is appreciated and recognized. Okay. And describe the error, describe the problem as soon as possible without a blame. Stop that blame game. Oh, it happened because of you. Oh, it happened this, all this nonsense you only did. No. As a team, everybody in the school is accountable. Everybody is accountable, right? As a head of the department, take the blame. Never mind, teachers make mistakes. No problem. They are yours. Why don't you feel for your teachers? No? Okay. Then this can please take many forms of phrases, take badges, a high five. Okay. All that it needs is a high attitude. Why I showcase this slide is for you to go. See, Salam sir just gives me 1 hour. I wish he gave me more time. So if he gives me more time, what happens is I can probably spend more time on this specific strategy. Sir, you should give me more time, sir.
Ma'am, go ahead. Go ahead,
Yes,
ma'am, please.
yes. So, okay, so I was here. So, follow the consequences for the behavior. Okay, no response, negative response, redirection, positive response. So, no response is what I told you. Some teachers do, life in the classroom. Negative, ये काम बिल्कुल खराब है. You know, this work is useless. Don't use such words. These are all negative responses. Aren't you capable of doing a better job? How is that you're doing such a, dirty job? Why is that your notebook is not neat? Come on, do it. That sort of responses nobody likes. Please. So redirection, help to rub that, answers. Come on, beta, write neatly. I want you to write neatly. You're a capable child. If you pass one such remark, the life will change for the child. At least in the sense that they will attempt to write better. This is how you should. This is what well done strategy says. Okay. No response, negative response. So what will teachers focus on? Teachers will focus on only redirection and positive response. Now, okay. Now, as a fallback in your classroom. Now, I generally put it as the word school. Okay. Measuring happiness in your classrooms is one thing very, very important. You can have a happiness survey. Okay. You can have a small jar on your table. Tell your students, okay, what is that? In the last period, give them one slip of paper and say, what is that you liked about your teacher? What is that you liked about your teacher today? Or you can say, what is the best thing that you liked in class today? So you get feedback from the students, right? Then testimonials from parents. Parents are the biggest, there was no such, there is no such teacher as my son's teacher in the school. This is the type of testimony they will give to the principal, right? Then regular attendance, then positive referrals. It will lead to positive referrals. They will pass around a word in the community that this school has got extraordinary teachers. The school has got great teachers. So, and all the siblings will come to our school. Then, in turn, with your positive connotation, there will be high academic performance. Okay. Then, students' participation in all school activities will be tremendous. The Scouts and Guides camp, they will take part in assemblies, they will take part in PA systems, they will take part in debate, MUN, then inter-school sports, inter-school camps, anything under the sun will, you will find that there is a massive participation of students. So, and you can create a own happiness curriculum. You don't have to copy from somebody from the state government or the central government. You create your own curriculum, happiness curriculum, to suit or to tailor-make it to suit your child's needs. Right? So this is now. This is something where I really want to make, to pay attention. Many times, teachers, you would find that you'll have a quarrel with your colleagues. My biggest advice to you, I have learned it the hard way. I don't want you to learn it the hard way. When I was younger, I used to cry a lot. But, after a certain age, I stopped crying. Let me tell you, let it go. Whatever the fight, let it go. Have inner peace with yourself. The person is doing wrong. Leave it. Leave it. Yesterday is yesterday. Over. Have inner peace with yourself. Now, why are you doing your work? Recognize that you are doing the work because you care for your students. There is excellence in the smallest work that you do. You demonstrate that. And you know what you focus on? You're like that horse, that horse which just looks only in the front. You're not bothered about the noise this side. You're not bothered about the noise. You're not bothered or about that frog, that dead frog in the well. You're climbing because you're not bothered. So that should be your attitude. Let anybody complain. Let anybody do. Excellence will automatically fall in place. So your focus should be on work. Then, insistently, I always say every teacher should build their abilities by doing 1 or 2 short courses a year. Personal growth. So what happens? You can help your colleagues. Your colleagues can also help you. Do something related to computers. Now see, I'm very, I want to be very particular in financial accounting. So I'm asking my husband, can you please teach me? I'm not able to read a balance sheet. I can prepare a budget, but I don't know to read the balance sheet. So this is my next task. I want to understand how to find out whether my school is doing well or not doing well. Where should I improve? So every time work towards building your abilities. Now, when you are straightforward in dealing with everyone, everything falls in place. Don't have bad intentions for anybody. Never should you have a bad intention for anybody. Love and respect your colleagues. Be very kind, be very polite, be very mature in your way of handling. Many a times you think my colleagues never would fool me. Many a times they fooled me. But I used to laugh from within and I used to just let go. Now, what is that? They don't know. But later, these are the same colleagues who would come back to you and tell you that you have done so good to them, right? Now, don't form groups at workplace. This is the most harmful thing. If you are getting a positive influence, no problem. But your influence should not be negative. Accept your colleagues as they are. Okay, I am like that. I am like that. So accept me as I am. Yes, accept me as I am. What is the problem? I am only capable of this. So try to help me or accept me as I am. Now, whenever your colleagues are successful, oh, wow, brilliant, bahut khoob, bahut badhiya, appreciate them. And if there is a squabble within your colleagues or with you and the colleagues, just try to dissolve it. Don't pay attention to it. Then, most important key to success, be impartial in the smallest thing that you do. Right? Then, I wanted to share this also. There's a song here. I don't know whether it will work. Let me try. Otherwise, I will just see if this works.
Madam, if you try,
Yeah, I will
slideshow
send
mode.
it. Yeah, what I will do, sir, just 1 minute. I will finish this and I will send it to our sir to play it. Those 2 songs are very beautiful, and there are, books that could, sir mentioned, I should be on that one. 1 minute. Yes. So, books that could quench your appetite for reading. Some of us do have difficult times at home. Okay. So if you're happy, the happiness equation, the gifts of it, all these are available on Amazon. So please try to read it. Okay. And now there are beautiful websites for short courses on happiness. Okay. So you could try out these courses. All of them are free of cost. So when you have your Diwali break or when you have your breaks, your Navratri breaks or term 1 holidays, whichever suits you, take this. They're all very short courses, right? Then, right. Sir, how do I share these songs to you? Sir, can I exit out and then share? Or how do I do that?
Can you try now? Because
Yes,
you are
sir.
on the slide share mode, it will work, I think.
Yes, wait. Okay, sir. 1 minute, sir. Right.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you-
1 minute, 1 minute. I'll go right on top. So it's very beautiful. Both those songs. Uh, 1 minute, sir. Yes, maybe. Let me just see this.
Madam,
Is it
again,
working?
go to slideshare mode.
Okay. I got it. What you're saying. 1 minute. Yeah, I'm on slideshow from current slide. Okay. Let me just try. No? Shall I send the PPT to you, sir?
Yeah, yes, we'll share.
Yes, 1 minute. So that, not for that, I want them to listen. In the meantime, we can take the. Sir, can I just exit out and come in 1 minute, if you don't mind?
Please.
Yes. 1 minute.
Purnima ma'am, you can take questions.
Yeah. Yes, if there is any query for anyone, you can ask. You can raise your hand virtually, or you can put your message in the chat box. So as of now, there is no question, but
They can type in the chat box. When Priya ma'am comes back, we can share.
sure.
And also, certificate and feedback link is shared. They can start giving us the feedback of today's session. Link is shared. Once again, I am sharing it.
Yeah, we all can see it. So
If anybody would like to share their experience with regard to our current topic, the present topic, also they can raise their hands. It's a learning section, so we would like to learn from each and everyone. Let us share our experience and our expertise, so that we'll become resourceful to manage people. As Priya ma'am rightly has pointed out, dealing with people is very important. Always try to put up, things in a very positive way. For example, today I visited a hospital where usually, it will be written waiting room, but we never like to, wait for long. So the waiting room, the word waiting itself gives us a kind of, negative energy. And but in under that they have written in Malayalam that it is a place to take rest. It's a resting room. It's a waiting room. Under that they have written it's a place to take rest. In Malayalam it is written. So when we read that particular word rest, so we get a kind of, soothing in our mind, because we are always impatient to wait. We at the earliest we have to finish and go. But when you see like this, positive words, definitely it gives us a positive vibe as well. So that's all. Do not park here. They will park there only. If you say do not park here, it is a human tendency to go and park in front of the gate, right? So we have to put it in a different way. So I remember a man has put up the notice in front of his gate: do not park. Everybody was, keeping their vehicles there. And somebody advised him to change it in a different way. He put it in a different way: park here, only 50 rupees per hour. That was, solved his problem. So there is a solution for every problem. That is what
and
we have to
every
understand.
word gives something. Yeah.
Yes, and the way we express, with the way we approach is really matters. So we have to be, there are problems, issues around, but problem comes and goes. Today we will be facing a problem, but we have to see that this problem will go today, go away today, and tomorrow we will have another day. There is a better day tomorrow. Right. So this is the attitude Priya ma'am was, trying to help us understand and follow a very positive attitude in terms of, dealing with people. And it is very important to listen to people, to understand their problems. When our parents come, when our students come, we have to listen to their issues. That's why they are coming to us. They have issues, they have problems with us. That's why they are coming to us, and they want somebody to listen to. I was, speaking to one of my colleagues, and she is managing the people very well. And she sometimes, some of us fail to manage people. When parents, somebody comes and shouts, then they are very much worried, scared, and even they quit their jobs. But one thing she said is, Madam, sir, what people want is our listening. There should be a room for listening. They come to tell us their problems, so we have to listen to them and give them a solution. Solution we can find from them only. That is also there. We can ask them, what do you suggest? When they give us a problem, what do you suggest? What is the best that can be done? So communication, very positive communication helps us. In our school, there is a happiness center. We call it a happiness center. We have a center wherein, we allow parents, children to come and sit, and we give us, our ears to them. So they come, they are very happy about, there is somebody, 1 minute, I think Priya ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I was trying to, sir, I
Yes,
sent
yes.
that mail to you, sir. I sent it to that principal mail.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
try. Let me see.
Yes. Sir, in the meantime, if our teachers have any questions to ask, can I address the teachers' questions?
Yeah, there is a hand raised.
Yes.
Purnima ma'am, please see.
Yes.
Yeah, till then, sir can work on that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Purnima.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Shirish Shetty, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Actually, I want to say big thank you to CBSE Bharat Sahodaya and Saram sir, because there is a very big one reason is that in the COVID situation, I started my teaching career. And that time, I don't know about all these online platform and all these things, but whatever topics and whatever resource person is, and every time whatever training is going on, it is really benefited for me. Actually, I am a Marathi teacher. My subject is Marathi. In Chinmaya Vidyalaya, there is a very small town, Boisar, in Maharashtra, Palghar district. But every time I'm eagerly waiting for this CBSE, Bharat Sahodaya CBSE training. So once again, I want to thank you to the Salam sir and Bharat Sahodaya team. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
Shirish
you
sir.
so
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I think everybody is having a smile on their faces today, as we all could connect with each and every word of Priya ma'am. So it was really rejuvenating for each and every participant over here. Priya ma'am, really, we could connect each and every word of yours with our day-to-day life, and we could feel that how you are teaching in your class. We could feel those things also, the way you were encouraging us to put the messages, and you were reading each and every message in the chat box. It was really wonderful, and it inspires us a lot.
Thank you. Any questions? I would like to answer any questions if they have.
Yes, Miss Shibi is
Yeah,
there.
if we can.
Purnima ma'am, please unmute.
Yes. Shibi Anandi, yeah.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you, Purnima. Good evening, everyone. I think I'm attending one session after a very, very long time. So thank you again to Bharat Sahodaya for organizing this session. I was actually quite attracted to the topic for today, which is positive people management strategies. And I must say that this almost 1.5 hours, whatever Priya ma'am expressed, every little thing matters a lot. And everything was so relevant for us, not just as teachers, but as people, because we always interact with a lot of people, whether it is parents, students, or colleagues, or anybody for that matter. So again, a word of gratitude. I don't have a question, but a word of gratitude to Priya ma'am and to the entire team of Bharat Sahodaya. And Salam sir for always being consistent and coming up with one session after the other. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
so
Shibi
much.
ma'am. Thank you, Shibi ma'am.
Next is Lakhvinder Goyal.
Nobody has questions, sir. Ma'am, nobody has questions.
Good evening,
So
ma'am.
far, ma'am, there is no question.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good
Truly
evening.
spoken by Shibi, ma'am. It was really a wonderful session, and not even for a single minute I have written in my chat also. I have looked at the watch because I was so much indulged in each and every minute. So much like it was truly a wonderful session. Whatever sessions the people of webinars you all have organized, I tried to attend all those. I'm really thankful to Salam sir also. Many times I try to get in touch with him for some or the other queries, and everyone we get all the answers to our questions from him also. Ma'am, Priya ma'am, as you were asking about this session for
Yes.
us was staying positive. I just want to ask, like after this COVID, when we are switching over to this normal routine in our schools, we can make out that the behavior of the children have changed a lot. Like,
Yes, definitely.
Just last week only, and right now the exams are going on in our schools. A week back, what happened? Like the child of class 5, they were waiting for during the departure time. After that only, they were waiting for their parents to come.
Okay.
At that time, like they passed comments to each other. A girl and a boy of class 5, they were sitting, and others, one of the other friend of the boy, he spoke that they were very best friend, and in coming future they are going to get married and all that stuff. Like all that nonsense was that. No doubt in the class when these things come to us, we try to ignore that thing. We try
That's
to
the best
mold
thing
them.
to do. That's the best
Yes.
thing to do.
Yes, we try to ignore them. We try to talk about the level of friendships or helping each other. But what else we can do that the children could be distracted? Because these 2 years they have given the freedom to the children to use mobile phones and all that stuff. And they are so much familiar with all these things that they have left the like what we think that they have left the innocence level of the childhood. We want that they should flourish in they should enjoy the childhood instead of getting distracted. What else could be done?
Yeah. See, first and foremost, all this very beautifully you have stated that all this
Thank
I
you,
love
ma'am.
you love you, I love and you love and all that. First and foremost, you should ignore. Okay, that is the first step that you should do. Okay. Now, if it doesn't, what you call, if it still lingers on, let me tell you what you should do. Yeah, are you able to hear me? Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I'm there.
yes. So if this still lingers on, my request to you would be refer the student's behavior to a counselor. Number 2. Okay.
Okay, fine, ma'am.
Refer to a counselor. Third, because there are things which cannot be conveyed by you, which can be conveyed by the counselor. Right?
Yes.
So very polishly that can be handled. Parallelly, what you should do, Okay. All this happens because the child witnesses such things at home. I'm telling you very openly. Okay. They witness
Yes.
such things and they try to do those things in the classroom. Okay. Now, so what is the third thing that you can do? Very politely call the parent without even the child knowing and discuss that such things are happening in the class. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Third,
Sure, ma'am.
now, if I were you, you know what I will do? I would not pay attention to 1, 2, 3. I will ensure that the learning activities inside my classroom are very interesting, very engrossing, such that, the child is immersed in academics. You please understand. There is something missing in the classroom component which is not very adaptive to the child, or which is not conducive to the child, or which is boring to the child. Probably these are some of the reasons why the students' behavior slips. So you should
Yes.
probably pay an attention even to the teaching methodology in the classroom.
Okay. Sure, ma'am.
Yes,
Sure.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just have a word with my other colleagues, those who are
Yes,
taking the
yes,
other
please.
subjects, and definitely we'll work out on
Yes,
this.
all the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the 4 strategies you try out in order.
Definitely, definitely. Sure, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Yeah.
Ma'am, there is one question just now pop out from Ms. Payal. If someone from our staff trying to separate negativity about our own staff, so how to handle that situation?
I told you, somebody passes wrong comment about you, you are not going to be bothered. One line again and again I'm telling.
Very good.
You are not going to be bothered. Please, who is she or he to pass a remark about you? No one, please. Yes, it will hurt you, no doubt, but say alli valli, nonsense, and just go ahead. And when they will stop this thing. Don't react to those stupid people's statements. I'm sorry to use the word stupid, but I really feel irritated when people do like this. Don't react. The moment you start reacting, it means that you are attaching your sentiments to those people. Please.
Okay, that is the right point. There lies the right point.
The
Ma'am,
next
listen.
is Ms. Nupur, you can unmute yourself.
Purnima ma'am, we have only 5 minutes to go.
Okay, sir. Ms. Nupur.
Sir, you are not putting the song, sir, for our teachers.
We will play. We will try to play.
Yes, yeah.
Ms. Sarita ma'am, you can unmute yourself, please.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, yes, very much. Yes, ma'am. Tell ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Speak.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Priya, ma'am. I've always loved your sessions. Thank you for another great one. Ma'am, just 2 things I would like to share. In our school that we do, when we were discussing about positive strategies, we have a system of invigilation-free exams.
Excellent.
So
Yes.
we have a set of children where they volunteer, they bring a note in their diaries that we would like to attempt invigilation-free exams.
Excellent.
And those children sit in a room where they are not monitored, there's no invigilation, there are no CCTV cameras, and we leave the entire session of the examination to themselves. We have the question paper, the supplements and everything. And ma'am, in all these years, we have not had a single case of copying. We have not had a single
Brilliant.
case of any sort of undesirable behavior. And and this is my principal's dream, she says, where she wants the entire school to follow this invigilation system.
Excellent.
One thing. Second thing, a question that I wanted to ask, ma'am, is when we praise students, the strategies that we use for children who are below average and the strategies which we use for children who are above average or even gifted, should they be the same or shouldn't they be the same? Because smart children, they see through it, right through it.
Yes, yes. See, now the strategies have to be different. Okay. In case of the not so good student, you can praise him liberally because you want him to do something. But when you are talking of gifted students, please be very careful of the praise, because success should not go to his head. Success should not go to his head, and then he should, not think that the world belongs to him. So whatever he or she does, absolutely only in those terms you have to praise him.
Thank you.
Yes.
Purnima ma'am, one last question you can take. And Priya ma'am, there is no audio in the PPT
No,
because
sir. I will do one thing. I will
Yes.
resend another file. You share it with the entire
yes,
group.
yes, we will share it through the email. We will
Yes,
share
I will
it.
send it. I will send, sir. Yeah.
All right. Take the last
Otherwise,
question,
if
Priya.
it is from the YouTube, then you can share the link of the videos with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, I will share.
Nupur ma'am, can you unmute yourself?
1 minute. Ma'am, what should we do if the students of age 14, 15 are distracted or not interacting? How should we manage the positivity with age group? Teach your children not, don't have activity-based sessions, have sessions which involve them, have experiential learning, have lab sessions more, teach less, make them do work more. That is the way you should get them involved or interested in the class. Yes, sir. Purnima.
I think Nupur ma'am wants to ask question.
Yes, let her ask.
I'm audible now?
Yes, very much.
Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, Salam, sir. Ma'am, it has been a very enriching session, and it really helps us to understand, people management strategies, and it was, required thing, I think, in these times. But like one thing which I've constantly, even before COVID, seen and faced is to, I want to ask you, how to deal with groupism, be it in the staff room among teachers, and then, it percolates to children, and I've seen it in seniors. They form groups and sit, and one or two students are sitting in the corner and left behind. How to deal with that among students and among the staff.
Are you a senior teacher or a junior teacher in your
Senior teacher?
Senior, correct? Are you a senior teacher, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Now, see what we do in our school, I'll tell you. Whenever there are senior teachers, you know what I do? We don't allow teachers first to sit in groups, man. First, that is one strategy you can use. Okay. Second strategy you can do is, generally we also find that when is there gossip, when is there this thing, is when the senior person is generally partial, or when there is problem in the school, that is when all this gossip normally starts. Okay. So yes, so if you are generally fair to your staff members, if you are generally liked by your staff members, this sort of gossip and all will normally not be there. There will be the little gossip here and there, so that will be manageable. So yes, that would be manageable. See, that manageable gossip is okay, but talking unnecessarily about students, talking unnecessarily about people, talking unnecessarily about school and all is one thing which you should not encourage.
And
So,
ma'am,
tell me.
Sorry to interrupt. Among students, ma'am, some students, at the senior stage, especially, sometimes boys and girls as well, and sometimes, the old and new, that also comes. If a new student has joined, most likely it happens that they the new one is sitting in a corner and all.
No.
Teacher, how to deal with it?
Sure. Then there's something wrong with the teacher only. Absolutely something wrong with the teacher. See, it is the teacher's role to ensure that everyone mingles with each other. I will not agree. New is sitting outside, old is sitting inside. No.
Yeah, ma'am.
It's a 100% mistake of the teacher.
Yeah, ma'am, no, I was asking because, these are adolescents and going through so many things.
Yeah, fine.
Tell them, it's not like small children you say that, no, why are you sitting alone? Sit with them.
No, you should make them friendly with the others, others in the group. It's your role. You are in the class. It is your role to ensure
ma'am.
that they are comfortable in the class. Point, every time check without them noticing that you are checking. Okay, so
That is what.
yes, you should. It's your role to ensure that they are comfortable in the class. And whoever is doing this also, you should see. Today's children will fight. Now they will fight. Next 10 minutes later, they will be friends. So ensure. Yes. So,
Now, what I do is like what I tried once was that they were sitting in groups, and especially sometimes boys and girls, at that stage they want to sit with each other. So the ones who came, I actually like indirectly I changed the seating positions. Like, why don't you come here and you go there, and then tried to make the new one mingle with the older one. So that sometimes helps. Yeah.
yes. See, anybody's that as long as you ensure that mingling, don't allow that separation of students and all in class.
Yes.
Tell them, come on, a new friend has joined our class. Welcome him with a song. Then try various strategies.
Sure.
Right?
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Purnima ma'am, please write up. The link will expire.
Salam, sir.
So, ma'am, we have so many messages of gratitude over here in the chat box.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank
On
you.
the behalf of all of us present over here in this webinar, I would like to extend a gratefulness and appreciation to Priya Murali ma'am for broadening our horizons, for enlightening the session with their auspicious presence. There are, I guess, many of several takeaways of the session, ma'am, and we are sure our educators have got answers for all the queries they asked. And my special thanks to Shiny ma'am for gracing the webinar with their presence. Dear participants, as Abdul sir has already mentioned, that feedback form and the certificate has been, the link has been shared in the chat box. So you can acknowledge that with the required details. I just want to thank CBSE Bharat Sahodaya once again to Priya ma'am as well for the gracious presence and enriching experience. Also, I would like to thank Abdul Salam sir for your generous support and guidance always. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity as well. A big thank you to the technical team, Arun Mohan sir for the beautiful introduction, and Arafat sir for the flawless execution of the today's session. And most importantly, thank you all to all the participants for enthusiasm, and I sincerely hope we earned the privilege of your time. Over to you, Salam sir.
Big thank you to Purnima ma'am. So very gracefully, very nicely you have moderated, and the pleasantness gives us the positive energy, just like Priya ma'am. Priya ma'am,
Thank you so
Yes,
much,
sir.
sir.
big salute to you, because we were listening to a big heart, not just words on the screen. We were listening to a heart with full of positivity, and which is the culmination of the experience you had with your teachers, your students, which so many positive qualities we have to follow. We have to imbibe from you. So thank you so much, for your.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. With full
Yes.
gratitude.
Yes, and this topic is quite familiar to everyone, but what makes a difference is Priya ma'am.
Yeah, I
Yes,
agree.
definitely. So thank you so much for this.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. We will
Thank you so
connect
much,
again.
Priya
We
ma'am.
will come
Yes.
again. We need your sessions
No,
again
no,
and
no.
again.
Yes, sir.
We
Definitely.
need your service. And Shaini ma'am, you have been with us for 2 hours now. With all your pleasant face and supporting us. So thank you so much for your presence and your encouragement, and all the educators who have joined. Thank you so much. Be connected. We have more in store, so that we can have a very good positive relationship with students, parents, and each and everyone. So thank you everyone. Good night.
Good night,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir.
Good
Yes,
night.
sir.
Yes.
Good night. Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Can I leave, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.